Questions and comments? The honourable member for Avalon.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And before I get to my question, I know the member mentioned the employee who received his masters today. An employee of mine here in my Hill office received 2 masters. I don't like to be outdone by a Conservative, so I'll note that. And as well, a dual masters in political science, and has been accepted into the PhD program. So again, I want to congratulate my employee, Liam O'Brien. And my question to the member is, when he's talking about moving the election, has he spoken to the 32 plus members on his side that won't qualify for a pension when they don't get re-elected?
The honourable member for Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do want to first associate myself with the member's comments and also share congratulations to his employee who's getting a second master's. I think maybe once he gets his third master's, he'll see the light and become a Conservative. So wish him the best with that intellectual journey. In terms of the views of members, the Conservative Party has been clear and united that we are ready for an election. We want an election, and we want a carbon tax election where Canadians can choose. We don't want to delay the election. And as you will see when this measure comes to a vote, that is the united position of every single Conservative in this House.
The questions and comments. The Honourable Government Whip.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's interesting what my colleague just brought up there. The principle of the bill is essentially making sure that as many Canadians as possible can vote in the next election. And I think that is a very noble pursuit that all members in this House should be working towards. To disenfranchise Canadians is not what we've been put in this place to do. And so we want the next election to be the most participated in, the most fair. And the issue that had come up with the October 20th election date, and I know in my community it was faced during the last municipal election when it fell on the volley, there was an extremely low voter turnout. Now in this case it falls on the volley, it also falls on an election in Alberta as well. So Canadians will be asked to have to make up their mind about their federal member and their provincial member, and I think this would cause a lot of confusion and cause less people to come out to the polls. So let's make sure we all work together to get more people to vote.
I remember Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do want to assure the member that I think there will be very high participation in the next election. I know, judging from the Leader of the Opposition's rallies and public events, the level of enthusiasm that we're seeing from Canadians for the Leader of the Opposition's message. I know many people that have never participated in politics before are finally hopeful about the direction that this country could go under new common sense conservative leadership. Respectfully, the Chief Government Whip wants us to judge the government based on their intentions, not based on the results. They say our intention with this bill, and I'm not sure that's actually the intention, but the publicly stated justification is one thing, but the reality of what this bill is doing, it's delaying the election date. And look, they said, oh well, the current proposed date, it's got some issues and problems with it. Well, Madam Speaker, why didn't the government proposed to move the election a week earlier instead of a week later? You know, I'll be willing to meet the Chief Government Whip in the middle. How about we just have an election right now? How about we just have the election right away? Because then we'll avoid the potential conflicts that the member mentioned. We're keen to have the election as soon as possible. But it's a bit suspicious that they want to delay the election in order to avoid apparently a problematic date.